Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through a quick yoga workout to start your day in the best way possible. Working into the arms, into the core and into the thighs for a full body yoga workout, stretch and strengthen session. Now we're going to start the practice lying down on your backs when you are ready, taking your soft bend into the knees and the arms come alongside the body. Just allowing the head and the shoulders to melt into the mat. And from here, just take 3 cycles of breath. Completely emptying the body with the final exhalation, let it all go. And then with the arms alongside the body, palms pressed downwards. We slowly start to peel the toes away from the mat. The shins come parallel to the ceiling, kind of like a reverse tabletop position. Engaging through the core, make sure the lower part of the spine isn't popping away from the mat and we are arching. We're finding a slight tilt in the pelvis to flatten out the spine. We tap the right toes down to the mat with an exhalation. Then as you inhale, draw the knee to come back to meet the left one. Tap the left toe, switching out to the opposite side. Back to center, breathe in. Breathe out to right. And in. Out to left. And in. So good. Working 2 more either side. And over to left, taking that final one, hug the knees in. We now take the arms to reach towards the ceiling. Wrap your right arm to come underneath the left one. Either backs of the hands meet as you bend into the elbows like an eagle wrap, or you can allow the palms to meet. We find an inhale. As you exhale, start to extend your right leg to come out in front, pointing towards the top of the mat. Then hug the knee back in. Meeting the left, we then switch over to the opposite side, extending left leg and then hugging the knee to the chest. Keep the arms as they are. Keep flattening through the lower part of the spine and keep breathing. You've got this. Breathing out and in. 2 more either side. Over to right and left. Taking final one right and final one left. Beautiful. If you need to take a break, then take a break. However, if you would like to continue and come straight into it, we start to wrap your right thigh over the top of the left one. Either just take one cross or allow the top of the foot to wrap around your left calf. With an inhalation, we stretch out the body, tapping the toes down and bringing the arms to come above the head. As you exhale, we then curl into a little ball, elbows towards the knee. Find expansion as you breathe in. And then contraction as you breathe out. 3 more. Keep breathing for 2. And for 1. Here we unravel the arms. Take them out to a nice wide T shape and let the knees drop over to the left-hand side of your mat. You can relax for a hot minute. Taking this twist into the belly, expand through the chest. Maybe even take the gaze over to that right shoulder or right palm. Deep breath in and deep breath out. We return to center with your next inhalation. Unravel the legs and take the arms to come up towards the ceiling. We take left arm underneath the right one, single or double bind. Now loop left thigh on top of the right. Again, single or double bind with the legs. Expand through the body, tap the toes, arms above the head. Exhale, find that crunch, curl it in. Breathe in to expand. Breathe out to find your crunch. 3 more for 3. 2, really crunch, ground through that lower part of the back, and 1. Unravel the arms, keep the legs twisted as we drop them over towards the right hand side. And again, relax. Take a final breath in here and a final breath out. Drawing the knees to center with your next inhalation, unravel the legs and hug the knees into the chest. Taking a hold of the backs of the thighs, start to rock and roll up and down your spine, lifting yourself up to a seat. Once you've reached that seat, we cross the shins. Take the hands to come out in front of you and then step yourself back to come into a tabletop in the center of your mat. Find a breath in to drop the belly and open out through the heart center. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you breathe out, start to round through the spine, cat-like position with the back as we draw the chin towards the chest and take the gaze towards the navel. Breathing in to open out and breathing out to round it all the way through. Pulling those shoulder blades apart, really press away. Inhale to drop the belly, spread the sitting bones behind you. And then exhale to let it all go. Take a final breath in. And a final breath out. We then flatten through the spine, come to neutral tabletop position. Walk the fingertips a little bit further forwards, just so we can tuck the toes under, pick the knees up off of your mat, and glide the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take a little moment here to pedal out the feet if you'd like, bending into one knee, straightening into the other. You can also nod the head yes, and shake it no. Settling into this pose of connection as we ground through the palms and through the balls of the feet. Pressing evenly between the palms with your next inhalation, sweep your right leg up for three-legged down dog, breathe in. As you breathe out, draw your right knee to nose, stack the shoulders over the wrist, find a tiger curl. Shoot the toes straight back up, three-legged down dog, breathe in. Breathe out, curl it inwards. Final time, inhale to lift. Exhale to curl it in. We loop your right thigh over the top of the left one and allow your left heel to drop over to the right-hand side of the mat. Release your left fingertips, come into a twisted side plank position. Charge up through the legs, through the arms, breathe in. And as we breathe out, curl into a little ball, sinking the hips downwards towards that left heel, hand covers the face. Inhale, shoot it forwards and expand. Exhale, curl into a little ball. Inhale, shoot it out. One more, curl into a little ball and shoot it forwards, breathe in. Breathe out, lower left palm down. Release your right thigh from the left one and point the toes up. Find an inhalation, then as you exhale, step the foot all the way through to the top of your mat. Charge up through the inner thighs and take the arms to come above the head as you breathe in. Breathe out, the arms come out in front of you. Bringing your right arm underneath the left one, eagle wrap. Commit to the lunge, drive the shin forwards. We use an inhale to lift the elbows. Lift the gaze just slightly. Then as you exhale, fold yourself down, elbows over that front knee. Two more like that, up for two. And one, lift and rise. Ripple forwards and fold down. At the bottom of the exhalation, unravel the arms. Drop the fingertips to your mat and straighten through that front leg, coming into a wide pyramid pose. Wrapping your right hip back, shoot the left hip forwards and allow the head to drop as we come into this fold. Take a final breath in and a final breath out. With an inhalation, we lift the gaze forwards, get light on the back toes as we peel them away from the mat, coming into standing split. Squeeze those glutes as you lift the leg up nice and high, find a breath in. Then as you breathe out, start to lower the leg into an L-like shaped position, thigh parallel to your yoga mat. Press the floor away, you can grab a block underneath the palms if you need it, to create a T shape all together. Shooting through the crown of the head and through the toes, find a breath in. Then as you breathe out, draw the knee to nose, curl inwards. Shoot the toes back, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Breathe in to shoot it back, final time. Exhale, curl it inwards, and then plant the sole of the foot to the top of the mat. Give the legs a little shimmy and a shake if you need it. Beautiful. With an inhalation, we rise up into chair pose. Sink low and reach high. Arms come above the head. In your chair pose, start to pop the right heel away from the mat onto the ball of that right foot. With an inhale, press up. With an exhale, sink down into a squat position. Breathe in, we lift. Sink back down to chair. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze at the bottom. Use the inhale to lift you up, exhale to lower. 2 more, up for 2. And 1. As we inhale and lift, start to release the right toes away from the mat and hug the knee to the chest. Wrap your right thigh over the top of your left one, eagle wrap of the legs. Arms come out in front. You can either take the hands to come into a prayer position or eagle wrap with the arms. Left arm underneath the right one. Find 1 inhale. Exhale, we start to unravel the legs and unravel the arms. Dive the chest down into an aeroplane pose as you point the toes back behind you, T-shape with your body. 1 breath in. Breathe out, land the toes behind you. Make your way to high lunge just for an inhale. Exhale, melt the fingertips down to your mat. Step back into your high plank position. Now, as we exhale, take a press up. You can lower the knees if you wish. Strong inhale presses you back up. Exhale, move through your vinyasa, take your flow. Downward facing dog as we exhale. Ready to go over to the other side, take a sweet breath in. And breathe all the way out. With an inhale, start to sweep your left leg up, 3-legged down dog, inhale. Exhale, draw the left knee to nose, curl it forwards, tiger curl. Breathe in, we lift. Exhale, shift it forwards. Final inhale to lift the leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Loop your left thigh over the top of the right one. Your right heel drops to the left-hand side. Release your right fingertips away, coming into that side plank position. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, curl into your little ball. Sink hips to heels. Shoot forwards, inhale. Exhale, curl to your ball. Inhale, we shoot. Exhale, curl to your ball. Then with an inhale, we expand. Drop the right palm down. Unravel your left thigh and point the toes backwards towards the ceiling. Breathe in from here. Then as you breathe out, step the foot through to the top of your mat. Charge up through the inner thighs. Take the arms to come above the head. High lunge. Committing to your lunge, we bring the arms to come out in front. Left arm underneath right one, single or double bind. With an inhalation, lifting the elbows high, tilt the body just slightly back. Exhale, ripple forwards, elbows over that front knee. 2 more like that. Up for 2, use the breath in to rise. And the breath out to ripple forwards and bow over. Final 1, lift up. And out. Unravel the arms as you bow down, straighten through your front leg. And let the head drop. Same as we did on that first side, wrapping your front hip backwards and your back hip forwards. So left hip back, right hip forwards. Breathe in for some space and breathe out to fold even deeper. Final cycle of breath. With an inhale, soften into your left knee, get light on the right toes. We lift up into standing split, squeezing the glute. Allow that left head, allow the head to drop over your left thigh as much as possible. Breathe in. Then as you breathe out, slowly start to lower the thigh so it's parallel to your mat, that L shape with the body. Press the floor away, creating all together that T shape. Grab your block if you need it. Breathe in for space. Breathe out, knee to nose, curl it inward. Shoot the toes back, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more, breathe in. And breathe out, bow the head. Drop the toes to the top of your mat. Give everything a little shimmy and a shake. Then with your next inhalation, we sweep up to standing, bend into the knees, chair pose. Find an inhale. And exhale, commit to the chair. Popping your left heel away from the mat. Start to work through those squats. Breathing in, we lift up. Breathing out, we sink down. In and out. Keeping left heel popped away from the mat. Keep flowing. Maybe the breath syncs up with your movement. Maybe it works slower. 3 more for 3, 2, and 1. Shoot up to standing, hug left knee into the chest, breathe in. Breathe out, wrap left thigh over the top of your right one. Arms come out in front. Right arm underneath left, eagle pose. Find your focal point, find your balance. Zip the belly button in and up. Just one more breath in here. Feel the heat rise along the thighs. Exhale, we start to unravel. Release the thighs, release the arms. Take them alongside the body as we breathe in, airplane pose. Breathe out, land the toes behind you. Arms come above the head for high lunge. Melt the fingertips down to your mat. Step back into your plank. Move through your press up, exhale. Inhale, press away. Move through your vinyasa, take your flow. Child's pose as we exhale. Allow the head to drop down and gather the breath. Taking a little moment to wind everything back. Slowing everything back down. As we center and return back to this soft and gentle child's pose position. Take a final breath in here and a final breath out. And with an inhale, start to lift up onto the hands and the knees for tabletop. Get light on the right knee as we slide it forwards towards the right wrist. Open out your hip to bring the right toes over to the left-hand side of your mat. Drop the shin down and tuck the left toes under, sliding your way back into a pigeon shape with the legs. Breathe in for a little space into the spine. Then as you breathe out, start to hinge yourself forwards, dropping the palms and bowing the head down. Maybe even allowing the forearms to melt or the forehead to drop to the mat. 3 cycles of breath. After your 3rd cycle, you can start to rise up, plug into the palms. Creep the hands back. We tuck your left toes under and slide the knee into that more tabletop-like position with the leg. With your right leg, we then cross it over the top of your left thigh, hooking the legs over one another. Now open the feet out behind you so there's enough space for your seat, for your sit bones to go down into. If you feel quite tight, then you can grab your block or a blanket or a cushion just to come behind as we creep the hands backwards to find a seat in shoelace. If you feel quite open, then you can seat yourself right down onto the mat. Take a hold of the ankles or the feet, find a breath in for space. Then breathe out, fold yourself down and bow the head. Allow the breath to travel deep down into the hips, pressing away the tension as you exhale. 2 cycles of breath. After 2nd cycle, you can start to roll up to your shoelace seat. Creep the hands to come back out in front of you, rolling onto the knees. We unhook your right thigh. Shoot the toes to come out to the side so the toes are in line with your left knee. Release your right fingertips, stack the shoulders, lift the gaze, breathe in. Then breathe out, take thread the needle. Your right arm threads through your left one. Allow the side of the head to drop down. Extend your left fingertips forwards. Just one breath in. Then breathe out, bringing your left palm back in front of the face. Open out to the right hand side as you inhale, stack the shoulders, lift the gaze. and then drop the palm down. Your right knee slides in, and we take all of that over to the left-hand side once we neutralize back into tabletop. So when you are ready, sliding your left knee forwards, open out the hip, landing the shin down. Tucking the right toes under, slide your way back into pigeon. Press the floor away for a bit of space, then fold yourself down, bend into the elbows, dropping the forearms, maybe even dropping the forehead. 3 cycles of breath from here. After your 3rd cycle, start to creep the hands in, lift yourself up to your pigeon seat. Tuck the right toes under, slide the right knee into that tabletop position shape. Tabletop position. Slowly, we then continue to cross your left thigh over the top of your right one. Open out through the feet so there's space behind you. Grab your cushion or a block if you need it and slide your way back into your seat. Do your best to stack the knees on top of one another here and ground through both sit bones. Breathe in for the space and breathe out to fold yourself down. Two cycles of breath. Maybe allowing yourself to work deeper into this fold. Then after your 2nd cycle, roll up to your shoelace seat. You can creep the hands to come back out in front, rolling onto the knees. Unhook your left thigh and shoot the toes to come out to the side. With an inhalation, we lift your left palm away from the mat, stacking the shoulders. Then as you exhale, thread your way through. Allowing the side of the head to drop, you can reach your right fingertips forwards. Just one inhale. Use the exhale to slide your right palm back in front of the face. Plug into it as you open out to your left-hand side. Once more, stacking the shoulders, spiral the heart. Then drop the fingertips down to your mat. Your left knee slides all the way back and then melt the hips down to the heels, coming to child's pose. This is where we complete our practice. Allow a heavy cycle of breath to move through you. Now know that if there's any other poses that you wish to take to complete your practice today, please feel free to. I thank you so much for joining me today, for stepping on your yoga mat, and for working through this power yoga flow. From my heart to yours, namaste.